Support comes from the Janice Hawkins Cultural Arts Park on the main campus of Troy University, featuring the International Arts Center, the Fred Nall Hollis Museum, and the Huabaoju Gallery. More information at troy.edu/artspark.
From Troy Public Radio, this is the Newswrap, and I'm Carolyn Hutchison. Todd Stacy, host of Capitol Journal on Alabama Public Television, discusses the Defense Authorization Act recently passed by Congress. And the Wildcard has a bank robber with a 4-footed accomplice. Todd, welcome back to the Newswrap from Capitol Journal.
Good to be with you.
Tell me the big news this week.
Well, we've been focused on Congress in Washington because they're trying to get a lot finished here at the last minute before they break for their traditional August recess. The House passed a $95 billion budget blueprint. They're calling it Reconciliation 3.0. This is the measure that allows them to get past that 60-vote threshold in the Senate. It includes a farm bill. It includes funding for the Pentagon, including Iran. And it also includes the Save America Act, the voting restrictions bill that has been so controversial. So that's a big one. But then yesterday, they also passed the National Defense Authorization Act. This is the big bill for the Pentagon that passes every year. Got to authorize the military every year. But it's been harder and harder for Congress to do that as the two parties have been more divided. But Alabama's played a big role in both, particularly with Congressman Mike Rogers serving as the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. So he's the top lawmaker for writing defense policy. So he's been very involved in this. He was very happy to see that NDAA finally pass right before they break.
And then there was some other news about a new monument to the Tuskegee Airmen. What's that about?
That's right. The delegation has united in supporting legislation authored by Congressman Shamari Figures that would create a monument for the Tuskegee Airmen. We all know the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, but up there in Washington, in the nation's capital. And so he has this piece of legislation the entire delegation has signed on. Hopefully that'll get across the finish line, and we can one day be able to go to Washington, D.C. and see Alabama's own Tuskegee Airmen celebrated.
So, Todd, what about a wild card?
This one really is wild. We love our pet stories. This came from the BBC, but it's actually up there in Prince George County, Maryland. A cat was kidnapped from a pet store, and then the kidnapper who stole this beautiful little tuxedo cat then, weirdly enough, took the cat to a bank in his attempt to try to rob the bank. He went up to the bank teller with the cat, told the teller to hold the cat, and then said, "Give me all your money." He was not successful. The cops came and put the robbery to a halt, and the cat was returned to the pet store, but just a bizarre. I don't know how the cat was supposed to help him rob the bank. I'm sure it'll find a permanent home one day.
So, Todd, who are the guests coming up on Capitol Journal tonight at 7:30, Sunday at noon, and on YouTube?
We've got a good show tonight. Going to be talking with Dr. Scott Harris, our state's public health officer. Lots of health issues out there. You've got the cyclospora, intestinal problems going around, but also there's been cases of measles reported in Alabama. Also going to be visiting with Trish Crane, our senior education reporter. It's almost back to school time. And also going to be talking with Jackie Bushman. He's famous for being the founder of the Buckmasters organization. And the Buckmasters Expo is coming up in a few weeks. So that's tonight, 7:30 on APT.
I want to thank you, Todd, for your news wrap today from Capitol Journal on Alabama Public Television.
Always good to be with you, Carolyn.
Joining us for the news wrap was Todd Stacy, host of Alabama Public Television's Capitol Journal. More information can be found at the aptv.org website. Thanks for joining us for In Focus, which is a podcast wherever you get your podcast. Feel free to get in touch at infocus@troy.edu. Meanwhile, I'm Carolyn Hutchison, and this is listener-supported Troy Public Radio.